So, welcome everyone to the Swiss League. This is round one that sees Oliver against Sandro. Sandro is playing elves and Oliver is playing food chain. Let's see. Um, I think Oliver is going to mulligan, most probably, and Sandro is gonna keep this hand. It's quite nice, I would say. Yeah. And his cries as a toad size on top, and he decided to keep it on top. So Sandro is gonna start with fetchland, white green fetchland, and is thinking about what we should do. I would say rather symbiont, but let's see. Fetch for Bayou, but he is gonna play probably the Sentinel. Yes. This is turn one. Very powerful start. And Oliver is fetching his Misty Rainforest after drawing the Thoughtseeds that he knows he had on top. They are both very good players, I would say. He fetched for Bios, and of course he tries with the Thoughtseeds in order to catch the Symbiont, I would say. Let's see what he chooses. Oh, he chose the drawer. Okay. Instead, yeah, nice choice also because, but Sandro is gonna draw it again. So maybe he's gonna fetch for basic land, I would say. Oh, another Bayou because he knows it's not gonna play. Well, I would have attacked before to get the Sentinel untapped, but it's okay anyway because he knows anyway the next turn is gonna untap with one of these three spells at one. Yes, and Oliver is forcing it, of course, because he doesn't want him to have a trick with Symbiote that actually can draw an extra card every turn and attacks. Oliver is already at 14. The land drop and then pass. Sandro is gonna play the Ranger. Untap the Sentinel. Attack with the Sentinel. And then Oliver is down to 12. And I think it's gonna play the Symbiont. Yes. To untap the Sentinel for next turn already. Yeah. This is a nice play from him. Then Oliver is gonna actually cast this food chain, but Sandro has already Reclamation Sage in hand. That's quite an answer, and it doesn't even have to bounce a land because you can actually play it with the Pendelhaven. You just draw, destroying the food chain and attack for 4. Yeah. And Oliver is down to 8 when he draws his Death Ray Shaman. We can actually right now cast both of the creature he has in hand, but probably the Ballist is the powerful one for 4, so with 2 counters on it. And probably wait to block and then shut some of the healths. Let's see what he draws. This draws is not good, because he cannot play it, but he can play the Queen or Ranger to untap the Sentinel. And then just swing with all of them. Just swing with two of them. He blocks the Sentinel. Oliver blocked the Sentinel with the Ballist. I think he's gonna shout the Symbiont and the other one, the Reclamation Sage. Let's see. Yeah, but the Pendelhaven is gonna pump the Symbiont, so he has to use the other one if he wants to get rid of it. Yeah. This is actually what happens. So the Symbiont leaves the battlefield, and Oliver is gonna go to 5, possibly. Yeah. The Elves was actually putting a lot of pressure, even with an average hand. Now Oliver draws the second Death Ray Shaman, so he has actually 2 blocks for next turn. But I think could not be. Maybe he gains 1 turn, but still the game is actually pretty on the Sandro side. But let's see, he draws a land. So actually he untaps the Dryad, the Sentinel with the Ranger. And swing with all of them, of course. Yes, 2 blocks. Probably is gonna block them, 2 forts. And it's going to 1. And probably the game is done because we can fetch for the Dryad Arbor. End of turn, but let's see. Let's see what's happening now. I would have used the Pendelhaven to save one of them, but it's so maybe Oliver is gonna concede, right? I know it's not gonna concede because he can gain life with the with the shamans. Yeah, that's correct actually. And the Sentinel is not gonna tap. Yeah, would say not bad. Let's see the blocks. I would say Paint 11 needs to be activated this time to save the arbor, right arbor. This is what's happening, but in response, of course, an activation of that Red Shaman is gonna die to gain 2 lives. It's gonna happen. And also, it's gonna exile a sorcery for 2 damage. Yes. Yeah. But the food chain draw for Oliver. But what's happening here now that the second fetch is gonna take the second Dryad Arbor, and if he draws, oh, it's not drawing a spell. That's really bad. Bad luck for him. but he's gonna use it and then he's probably gonna win. And Sandro is gonna win the first game, so 1-0 for Sandro with Elves against Food Chain. Of course, Oliver was not so lucky on the draw, but also Sandro was actually drawing all the lands of the deck almost. Um, let's see what's gonna happen here after sideboard. Um, yeah, they both have a lot of cards. I see a Golgari Charm. I see. Actually, I don't see a lot. Well, I can imagine there's gonna be some enchant destruction card from Sandro's deck, as well as some. Maybe you can try to put some discard also. Let's see the two hands. Oh, Sandro took a mulligan to 6 and it's nice, and also Oliver took 1 to 6 and it's nice too. I think this is those are both strong. So Graftiker Cage is gonna be in for from the sideboard to avoid natural order, of course. And Oliver starts with the Thoughtseize. That catches probably the Glimpse. And the start from Sandro will be, of course, Zenith for the Dryad Arbor. That is always nice to have 3 lands turn 2. Here, the cage is coming in on the battlefield to block also the 2 green Sun Zenith. It's actually a good catch for Oliver. And but yeah, we have a glimpse. Actually, it's not over. Oh, Oliver drew the second copy of Cage. Wow. Yeah. So Sandro attacks for 1 and then probably is gonna. I think he's gonna pass the turn. He doesn't want to use the glimpse only for 1 draw. And here it's time for Brainstorm. And Brainstorm sketches very well because you got a removal and a duress for the glimpse. It seems that this time it's very hard for Sandro. But he wants to go safe and have the second cage because he knows that Sandro is playing probably a Blue Decay inside board. Doesn't want him to play around the cage, with 2 is very difficult. Then, yeah, here is the decay from Sandro that plays the land, attacks with the Dried Arbor, and then I think it's gonna pass the turn. Here is also another nice spell. In response, probably Sandro is gonna use the decay on one of the 2 cages. Yeah, no, he's thinking about it. Well, anyway, he's not gonna take the decay. He's gonna take the glimpse. I think Oliver, I would take the glimpse. Yeah, and that's what happens actually. And so no need to use the decay in response. Now he passed the turn, and Sandro draws a ranger. That is not solving actually the problem. The big problem he has, I think, this game. Sooner or later it's gonna turn in favor of Oliver. But let's see. This is only my personal opinion. I will not bet on my opinion because I'm not a pro. Yeah, he plays the Queer Ranger, and then probably also the other one. The no, this probably was to not to go under the spot removal and to stay open for for the Abru decay in case something happens. The second brainstorm is actually very nice for Oliver. Is getting Leovold, Ballast, and Deathrash Shaman. Yeah, not a good situation for our elves players to see Leovold. No, we don't see Leovold now. It's first the Deathrash Shaman that can actually block and or block one of the two creatures that Sandro has without dying. Probably Sandro is gonna use the DK. No, he's not gonna use the DK. Okay. He plays the Heritage Druid, he draw. And DK is the Deathrash Shaman. So that Oliver has no blocks. But he has a DK in hand. He probably is gonna shout on the Heritage Druid. Yeah, that's a good decision. And then takes 2 damage and goes to 13. But now there is I think Leovold coming, and this is gonna, let's say, not be nice for Sandro. Let's see. So Oliver is at 13 and Sandro is 19. Sandro is playing an elf. Ballista is coming, and this is even worse because you can just block and remove a shot. But this is a nice draw from Sandro. You can draw actually a card now because later with Leovold is not gonna happen anymore. Oh, but he draws land. That's bad. Yeah, I would not bet on the on Sandro right now, even if he's in advantage for life point of view. But you never know. Elves is really a strong deck. He can get off very uncomfortable situation. Let's see. Let's see how it goes. Of course, he's gonna attack with all of them, trying to get low life. Yeah, but here you can also only block, get one removal. Actually, it's actually a removal for one of the creature that Sandro has, and now he's gonna come Leovold, and I think it's not nice. Yeah, he's gonna attack anyway because he's gonna cast one, the strongest creature right now in the format, I would say. Oh no, he's not gonna cast it. It's just charging the one of them to get one spot removal, of course. It's also a nice choice. I'm not very into food chain, so because I never played it. Now he's gonna remove one counter probably and shot one of them. Yeah, and take 2. Go to 9. He shot another one, and then it's 1-1. He can actually make it bigger next turn, so that Sandro cannot attack. End of turn. Oh, he draws another one. Even better, if possible, because he can attack, cast the other one with 2 counters on it, or just charge the other one. It's the same. No, it's not the same, actually. Yeah, he decides to charge one counter on it, and Sandro is drawing the hybrid decay. That is not changing the situation, considering Oliver's hand. He got also Toxic Delage. He's not gonna get out of it. Sandro, I think the game is pretty much over. But let's see, you never know. With two cages, you cannot even, let's say, natural order. So yeah, it's gonna play Leovold because it doesn't want. Yeah, it doesn't want a glimpse, and in response, Sandro is gonna abrudicate the ballista that is shouting one damage to the creature and one damage to Sandro. So Sandro now is 11 and Olivier is 9, but the board is completely on the food chain side, I would say. This is a nice catch from Sandro with the Death Ray Shaman, but a 3-3 is coming to get your life to 8, and then probably a, a walking ballista for 2. I don't know. Yeah, let's see what's happening. But I think it's pretty much over. Yeah, because Sandro draws the natural order that is gonna be a dead draw because you cannot play it and pass the turn, and then here you get 5 damage probably. 5 damage, yes. It can be actually 6 damage, but it's actually gonna gain 2 lives, so it's gonna go to 4 instead. But the Death Ray Shaman is gone, and next turn it's gonna win. So Oliver wins the game and take it to 1-1, or high size, as you say in Switzerland. It's one of the few words I know from from Swiss German. And now they are going to sideboard again. I don't know if there is some strategy on the draw on the play for this matchup, but we will. I'm not seeing any movement, so they're probably okay with what they have. Sided in and sided out. So Sandro is gonna start, and I think he's gonna as fast as he can, and this is not the hand to do it. So I think he's gonna. He kept it. Well, you see, I don't know what's a good hand for elves. This is a demonstration. But Sandro is a very good player of elves, so if he kept it, I'm with him, actually. Yeah, both starts with Death Ray Shaman. And yes, but this is giving some point to my thesis. because now we draw the glimpse, but without creature you cannot use it. But let's see. He has a creature right now, so he can actually draw a card. And then there is another glimpse, so if next turn he's gonna, yes, if he's gonna draw a creature with the Gas Cradle, he can draw a lot of cards. Yeah. Let's see. Let's see if Sandro is lucky. Lucky. Actually, it's not lucky if he draws one creature. Yeah, this card, I don't know what card this is. This says draw a card by exile. Well, and then I think he's gonna pass the turn, and Lucci's gonna draw a symbiont. This is wonderful. No, I wouldn't tap that. Yeah, let's play a glimpse. Then you try. There are no lands in the graveyard, so you have two lands. One Symbiontin, draw a card. Yeah. I don't know if he wants to try with the second glimpse and draw two cards, because he played already a land. So there's no need. What's happening? I don't know. Okay, he draws a Pitting Needle. But it's not bad, actually. I don't know what you're doing now. So well, then it's gonna bounce, of course, the Visionary, the Elvish Visionary, and then play the other Glimpse, play the other elves, and trying to recover with the hand, and then play the Pitting Needle. The Pitting Needle is gonna call, of course, Food Chain, and is gonna, yeah, it's not bad, actually. It's really not bad. Um, and now I think he's gonna play the Food Chain. So it's actually on the Death Right. Yeah, maybe it's on the Death Right Shaman. It's gonna sack. Yeah. And it starts the combo. Yeah. That's so bad. It's gonna start his combo. And I think the game is over, actually. The Pitting Needle should have called the Food Chain, actually. But I don't know if the Food Chain you can call with the Pitting Needle. Yeah, morally, yes. And I think, yeah, it just overcalled the game. The combo started. It's very long. It's really not nice to play on MTGO because it's really slow. I mean, it takes a lot of time, and sometimes you run out of time doing it. And in this case, Oliver is really good playing this. Now he has much more creature than he else. This seems like not the best case, but still I see a possibility with another glimpse. So the third glimpse, he drew the third glimpse, play the first, probably take 3 manas, play the second one, and then draw 3 cards by bouncing. Yeah, this is very powerful, I think. I don't know if he's gonna do that. Why, yes. The other glimpse, yeah. Then he bounces the visionary to get 3 cards. 3 new cards for Sandro. This is gonna be. And now, if he draws very well, he can actually. No, no, I don't know. Let's see. 3 manas. He plays the Death Shaman probably, or yeah, he needs the Death Shaman. Draw 2 cards. Oh, 2 lands. That's sad. That's really sad. Plays a land. Yes, 3 manas. But now he draws other 2 cards and destroy the food chain. That's nice, but it doesn't have an elf or a mana swords to cast the symbiont that would give him additional 2 cards. But right now, it's not bad because right now, next turn, you can actually try the natural order. You can actually try 3, 6, 7. No, you can actually try 2 natural orders with Heritage Druid. But now the Ballista. Oh, no, it's not the Ballista, it's the Manipulate. And he search for, of course, he search for 3 cards and exile them, and then he draws a card. Very strong in food chain, of course, because you're going to play everything from exile zone. But let's see. Surprisingly, Sandro is still in the game, even if he draw a lot of lands, but he draws a lot of glimpse. That is actually very nice. End of turn, he's gonna bounce his Elf Visionary because he wants to draw 1 card, additional card, maybe a Cradle. I don't know. Yeah, maybe a Cradle. No, he draws only lands. With 1 mana, he plays the Symbiont probably. And then he tries with 3, 6, 7 elves. Played already a land, right? Or not? I don't know if he played a land. I don't remember. They are 4 and 4. No, he didn't play a land, so he can actually go for the Tried Arbor. Get mana, 8 manas. Oh no, he takes the and plays the Quirion Ranger. Okay, it's more or less the same. Yes, 8 manas. Try the natural order. And he resolves the natural order for sure because Oliver doesn't have anything. but 3 lands and 1 walking ballista, and the game, it's actually almost done because he gets the behemoth and wins the match. So, despite very nice hand from Oliver is gonna take over. He's gonna lose this game, and he's gonna lose from Elves. Well captained by Sandro. So Sandro wins the match 2-1, and I think it's fine.